Good morning, guys. There yesterday was being hauled back, or pulled back, I should say. Ran into a slight issue. Pulled over to let traffic by, which is a common occurrence, and apparently hit some sort of a bad pothole, which probably isn't surprising here in Saskatchewan. And it was violent enough that it actually shook my big conveyor auger right out of its holder. Of course, it came swinging back around. Now, I wasn't going very fast. It was going pretty slow, letting people by, so small little dent on the tank is what I'm told, and it came swinging around, which would make sense. But that's actually not the problem. The problem is he's south of Swift Current, and with that big conveyor on the side of the highway out, you need to have hydraulics with a return line in order to put that puppy back in. This isn't just something you can just lift back up manually, throw it in there, and you're good to go. And out of all the drills he's ever pulled, and he just pulls drills all year long, that's what he does. This is the first time an auger, or a conveyor actually, has popped out. Now, so I've been trying to call around to some local neighbors, trying to find somebody with a tractor. You can't just have an older front wheel assist tractor to stick it in, because you got to fire up both those fans back there, which require a lot of oil flow. It's like 25 and 27 gallons a minute each. And then you got to get that puppy switched back over with your remote to use your auger as you conveyor. I don't know why I keep calling it an auger. As you guys know from all my seeding videos, it's difficult to find somebody who has their tractor kicking around. Now, people don't have their tractors put away yet. You know, it's still fall work time. But so anyway, my 1050 is currently at my dealer here in Swift. Remember, I brought that up because I am going to sell that. So I contacted my dealer here this morning. They're good enough to come out, and we're going to go hop in that thing, and we're going to start roading south of town, so that way we can hook up some hydraulics and get that conveyor put back in place, so that way they can continue to move the drill home. So that's the little dealio on that. And now this fog is trying to roll in, which is not good when you're pulling a drill. Also not good for me, because I have the triples on it, and I am 21.6. I'm 21 feet 6 inches wide just with my triples alone. But it is what it is. So we are on our way. If you're wondering where we're going, we are on our way to my dealer here in Swift Current, so we can pick up the 1050. Perfect right there. There's my sales guy, Tim. Tim is awesome. That's my sales guy here. He's gonna run in there to the building and grab us our key. Alright, so we've been warming it up here a little bit. Good enough. Let's get cracking. Oh, I think they've had some people interested and been standing on my carpet with their shoes on. Well, I'm gonna have to do the same thing because it's dirty. As you guys know, I always take my shoes off, except for this time, I guess. Okay. Stop. Wait for traffic. This is the Trans-Canada Highway we're gonna get on here. And the quickest route out is, we're gonna go all the way around here. Okay, I'll see you guys there. This tired machine has been sitting for actually quite a few months. So we got some flat spots in our tires because it is a little bit bouncy. A little bouncy. Woo! That time when you're going through town and you see parked vehicles up there and you're like, oh shoot, I don't think I'm gonna fit. Oh, we're definitely not gonna fit if we have to meet people. Ha! This is a one-way shot, let me tell you. We're a little wide. Oh shoot. Well, there's a few places that got a little hairy in there. And by the look of things, it's gonna get the same with this bridge. We are fitting. Good to go. Almost out of town. We're getting there. I haven't taken this route with the triples, obviously you can tell. I just figured that I would fit due to this is the route I take with most heavy equipment. But it's tight. All right, guys, we're on the right highway. We gotta go around, I'm not sure. Not exactly sure where he is. I'm hoping he's gonna drop me a pin. I just know he's south of town a ways, and I don't mean like 10 miles. He's closer to like 20, 25 miles, I think. Anyways, we're going now. And our fog's rolling in, I see. So, anyways, we are on a rescue mission for my own drill. Not someone else's, my own drill. Oh man, this fog is just rolling in thick. Shoot! Well, obviously we gotta keep going because we got a drill on the side of the road. We gotta get off the road. That's a hazard in itself. And then once we can get him off the road, then I guess he's gonna be parking because you can't pull that drill in fog. Unfortunately. Jeez. I'm gonna be leaving my tractor wherever we can get this drill pulled off into a field here as well. Oof. There's the drill. Made it. So is the police. We gotta get this thing unhooked and we'll hook it back up. There's the popos. We're trying. Oh man, we got it. That was not easy because it was tipped down into the ditch. We gotta get it off the highway. Popo said get it off the highway. We're gonna try to get it off the highway. Turn off my fans here. Oh. Of course, with this big weight up on the front of this 1050, I can't pull very good. I can't steer very good on this pavement. It's off, boys and ladies. We're gonna do a loop, put it out here back, go back here somewhere. Then I'll do a little walk around what we did. Unfortunately, we could not video this. The police were sitting right there, and it was like run and get the crap going, or else. So there was no video, and it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and pry barn, and yeah. Whew. All right, we're parked. We're off. I'm gonna take it the rest of the way with the Fendt whenever the fog clears off here. Let's go find our driver. Should be over here somewhere. All right, talk to the trucker there. Ashton just showed up to pick me up because we're leaving it here. Obviously, this did not go according to plan. I'm actually, like I said, I'm gonna take it from here because heck, we farm just about here, so I'm used to roading it from this far. I'll show you what happened up here. So again, just to summarize, they ran into fog, and that happens sometimes. Stuff happens when you're moving. They ran into fog, so they're trying to find a place to get pulled over. And of course, they couldn't even see the Southwest Terminal big leg here. They couldn't even see that from where they were. Like, it was getting really thick. So they pulled off into the turning lane into here, and then must have hit something on the edge of the highway, or maybe a part where the pavement goes down to the ditch. Must have been a bit of a, whatever it was fairly jarring. Knocked this conveyor out of its holder. Now, yes, future tense, we're gonna strap this puppy down. We're gonna strap across it, suck it down to here. Though we've never had a problem like that, and he doesn't pull fast. It could have knocked out on me even just pulling with the tractor, and we've never had kind of a problem. But this is a school of hard knocks around here, I guess. But in saying that, he looked in his mirror. Jay is the driver. He looked in his mirror. He could see the conveyor just floating out here. It's just floating. And he's like, oh shoot. And of course he's only doing like 10 kilometers because he's just pulling over to stop. So he quickly hit the brake, but that time it was too late, and it wedged itself into the ditch where it went up the other side. And I couldn't video any of this because the police just happened to pull up behind me as I was just rolling up to the drill. And they basically said, we gotta get off the road. So took 3 people. A neighbor, Travis, also stopped by, and took 3 people to try and unwedge it out of the ditch. And of course it's wedged on my tank and into the ditch at the same time. So for damage, of course there's going to be some damage. You can't have your conveyor come out on the road, wedge itself into the ditch without a little bit of damage. Just a little bit of cosmetic here. See right here, this is shiny. That's fresh dent. This is old dent. I'm not worried about this. It's just tin. I'm not worried about that. But right here in the corner, this is where it hit the tank. Now, this is not going to bend. This is heavy steel. This is just some paint. Let me show you. So that wedged itself right there into the side of the tank. Here, let me get a better shot of that. I'm going to go back down. Right here. One here, a little bit of a squiggly. Now obviously this pains both me and the driver. It's never happened before. Now, lucky it didn't puncture the tank, because if you puncture a tank, you got to remember that this is an air drill. This tank, when loaded or empty, it pressurizes itself up. You can't have any air leaks. Even an air leak around the lid will throw off your seating rate. So I'm not going to go to the inside and pound on that, but I will go to the inside and show you what happened. So we might just cut this piece out, maybe get a new piece welded in. We're not sure what we'll do, or maybe we just grind it all off, repaint it. Not sure. But this is actually fairly minor. Yes, it's painful. It's painful for a guy that likes to keep everything all nice and clean. It's painful, and it's painful for the driver. This is not a good situation, but we're gonna make light out of a bad situation, okay? It could have been a lot worse, because the glass is always half full. If he didn't happen to look back just when it hit that hole, he could have kept going in the fog trying to find a place to pull off, and he would have got to the location, and the conveyor wouldn't even been on the car. It would have ripped that conveyor right off, probably would have swung it around, smashed all this stuff back here. Let's hop down inside here. So here's the inside. I was worried that it was gonna puncture, but it didn't. It broke paint, but so that would rust now, because this is like epoxy coated for fertilizer. So Mike, when you take the drill up next year, you're gonna get the same company, same driver? Absolutely, positively. You couldn't ask for a better driver or company to pull this drill. He can't control the weather. Stuff happens sometimes. Glass is always half full. We're gonna get that all worked out, no problemo. We have learned we're gonna strap it. But otherwise, yeah. Thanks for following us around. Ashton's patiently waiting. Uncomfortably, obviously, just due to she's very pregnant. And I think she would like to get going. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And I'm just gonna let these guys know that I'm parked here, and will be parked here for probably at least a few days. So, okay guys, Talk to you later.